Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Now I got a couple more joints. I'm gonna talk my shit, 2 more songs, and then we're gonna be about you here. This track right here is called Focus.
So Black Everything Matters basically was a piece of art that I created months ago. And basically the statement was that everything we do matters. The common phrase that you hear is Black Lives Matter. Matter is the minimum, right? That's the very minimum. Matter means that, you know, you're here. But Black lives excel, Black lives in the future, Black lives everything. So that's kind of where Black Everything Matters comes from. It came from a piece of artwork that I created, and then I heard from Steve from Empire, and he was like, let's do something. Let's do something to celebrate the Black culture that is here, that is thriving in Austin. And I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
Working and managing a team remotely has been a challenge, but also kind of gratifying in a strange way. I quickly realized our daily calls were more than just like, oh, let's talk about work. It was the only interaction that we had with each other, as close to in person as you could get. And it almost was kind of like a way to do a health check on everyone, obviously like physically with the global pandemic happening, but also mental state, you know, like I think we all have kind of gone through ebbs and flows of like feeling good and relaxed to like stressed out and nervous and anxious and depressed.
This is the first time we're actually coming out here and we're actually producing something, and I think it's extremely important that what we're doing has to do with this movement. This neighborhood, the Red River Cultural District, we all sort of have this like ongoing little competition within ourselves over which venue has the best show and stuff like that. But like at the end of the day, these are people that work here as well, you know what I mean? A lot of security, engineers, bartenders, they jump around. It feels like we're losing a part of this neighborhood. And that's the part that I think is probably different, because we're all sort of unique style to how we do our events. I have memories at every single one of those clubs, so it's difficult to see them struggle. It's difficult to see ourselves struggle as well. I think we all want to go out and do events and do what we do best, but the crazy thing about this situation is that all of our hands are tied.
There were a lot of companies and partners that we've worked with in the past who were very interested in wanting to help out, but didn't necessarily know how. You know, I think everyone kind of made this powerful social statement in support of it, but were looking for ways that they could actually get more involved with it. So in that sense, it was easier where we could approach people and say, hey, we're throwing a show, all Black artists, all Black curation. We need some money to help pay for this. Are you interested? So reaching out to the few partners that we've worked with in the past, we're super excited and put some money forth to help make this happen. First and foremost, marketing a show, you do all of the work in advance of when the show is happening, as opposed to with this stream, while we're not live streaming it, we're recording it in advance and then editing it together and then streaming it. So we're streaming it today, and all of the marketing is essentially happening after the show technically happens. So in the timeline chronological sense, it's completely flipped. What we as Heard Presents are doing is moving more towards content creation, more of these live streams. We're lucky in a sense that we've been working with Big Room TV, and we have some of the infrastructure already in place with video cameras and recording equipment inside of the venues. Super confident in our team to be able to pull this off, and I know that we have a lot of support in this community, and I think this Black Everything Matters stream is a super strong way to kick off this new endeavor.
You know, they kept asking us to bring Body Rock here, and Body Rock was the platform that got us stable as creatives, as artists. Body Rock started on the second Wednesday of the month over at Plush, and you know, it was like 10 people there, 20 people there. We were getting 10% of the bar at the time. And then we were like, forget it, we need to move this party to a Friday. We moved it to a Friday. We moved over to a place called Loft 718. We ended up packing that place out in a year. We had over 200 people. It was like you couldn't move, standing room only. Then we moved to Sahara Lounge and we packed that place out. Our last party at Sahara Lounge was like 800 people. It was bananas. It was a line down the street. It's a real community. It's not a scene. It's not a, something to come and look cool. It's a place where people come to like feel alive, to self-express, to get in touch and connect. So Body Rock is a community. I think Body Rock will last as long as people need that type of interaction. It's intergenerational, it's cross-sectional in terms of race, and it's cross-sectional in terms of the queer community comes out. It's something where it's just a special and unique place where so many different diverse groups can come together and feel safe. The future I want to see for Black artists is really just the opportunity that we deserve. If you look at Austin in the last 10 years, who has got the most acclaim out of Austin? Gary Clark Jr., the Black Pumas. Both Black artists. There are artists right underneath them that are going to be coming up right behind them, right? And to be honest, like the Black and brown people in this city are the ones that have been the culture for years here, point blank. And so there's been very little recognition of that, or the recognition of that has been very gradual. And it's because of the people that, sit at the gate and decide who gets in. And so what I want to see is a change of that guard and a real opening, because everybody's going to benefit from that. It doesn't hurt anyone to just open their eyes and see what is available here and what is being created here. Because if you come after the fact and you just say, oh, well, yeah, Chaka, it's too late. Do it now. Do it now while people are here now and they don't have to leave. These are facts, right? And so there's a lot of wealth that has been built off of Black genres, Black artistry, Black genius. And so all Austin has to do is say, yeah, we're the live music capital of the world, but we owe a lot of that to this Black culture and this Black community. And start recognizing that in everything that you do, and recognize that not just through spaces on stages, but also through investment, financial.